and it was the tapes, tape recorders, you know. Uh, and I think he gave me $1 something back. I gave him a $20 bill to pay for them. I think I got $1 and some change back. But I wasn't messed up about it at all. Cassette tape, that's what I'm trying to say. Regular this cassette tape. And I was over south on top of the hill when you in the projects because one of my sisters was housed up in there. One of my youngest sister was housed up in there. And I worked right over at down at Real Car, Nebraska. So I'm kicking it with her, but I'm staying with her, but I'm giving her some money. All I need is a place to wash my ass right quick, right? Lay down, go to sleep, get up and hit the clock again, right? So I'm paying her to stay there, right? I'm giving the whole month's rent in one damn week each week. So, you know what I mean? So anyhow, man, just to let y'all know, it wasn't just how just sleeping on nobody. I do be paying my way. So anyway, it's the weekend. And I got one of the old friends that we all went to school. This particular one, yeah, she went down. I can't remember her name. Matter of fact, it was Willie or his brother. Really was one of his pieces. We kicking it. We just kicking it, right? But we know each other. What school was it? It was down the horse, man. Little short, light red skin. Anyhow, man. So we kicking it. We went over there, got everything. We're gonna come back up on the hill in the projects. When I say on the hill, if you go on the other side of the parking lot, once you get up in there, right? You come this way, and then you turn in, or you keep going. Like you come up from South 7, you got to take a left or a right, or you come up in there and go up in the projects. If you come out there on that flat part up on the hill, and you end up go that way further south, then there's a swimming pool, whatever, back down there, tennis court and all that shit. Well, that's where they lived up on this flat. And so, man, you know, I had me a whole about 2 pints of Hennessy, plus I had, I think, a 40 ounce of Coke 45, this small liquor, 40 ounce, right? Mush mouth, right? And I sat in the car, right? And I'm listening to this shit front and back. I'm listening to this like I'm watching TV, you hear me? And I listened, and then I listened to the intro tape front and back. Everything's different. But then when it got to that greasy part, I played that some bitch once, twice. I had the little radio, and it's just a real little factory radio. And I'm sitting in the car, and I'm just listening to this shit, and I rewind it back over and rewind it back over again. And would turn it over and listen to it. And then turn it over and listen to it again. Well, it had one of them little things where you reverse it, you know, the button, you reverse it, it was one of them. And I'm playing, I got the motherfucker blasting, where you can hear it no matter what, because wasn't hardly nobody out there anyway. But and it's the weekend, I'm listening to this shit, man. I'm tying me one on. I'm getting one in me. I'm getting this in me, right? I worked all week long. It's starting to catch up with me anyway. But I ain't driving nothing. I'm parked and I'm just chilling. And I'm listening to this shit, man, 3 or 4 times. And so I was like, I really didn't know all this beefing and shit, but it sounded good. And I was like, okay, you must be talking about Biggie, Notorious Biggie Smalls, right? Which then he changed his name to just Notorious. Okay. And I'm listening to this shit, man, and it got filthier and filthier. And I'm saying to myself, yeah, this be real cool if at the end of this shit, cause everything has, you know what I mean, it's gotta come to a closing somewhere, right? Period. Then uh, I'm saying to myself, this should be really the bomb if they boiled this shit all the way up to, where they it's gonna be two freight trains. You know how they used to do the freight trains on the trains and make them collide. At the end of it, it's like sight. They left you on the cliffhanger and be like, oh, that shit was all. By that time, they done made their money and everything. Everybody done went their own way, and that's at the end of it. It had to be somewhere where you stop the shit and bring folks back to reality. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, that was the entertainment. No matter how they tried, they still swerved that shit over there for both of them to end up dead. Now, after that, Tupac, Biggie made this thing, and this is where I think that was where him and Shaq was fucking around with him. Was up in the studio fucking around with him. He telling Shaq all kinds of stories and shit around there, and then he's talking about, yeah, man, right around the corner, man, they had every day you can go there and come over there and smoke and whatever else, they had that thing where you can go over there and just blaze up in the park, right? He's like, yeah, this, that, and the other. But then when you got over there, they was pulling motherfuckers. He said, my dumb ass, yeah, you couldn't see it. Then he was telling the story about this girl, one of these little freaks that she want him to shit on her stomach. I said, shit on your stomach? What am I supposed to do with that shit after that? I'm supposed to fuck that? I don't know. Later on, I guess it was Lil' Kim wanted a tattoo or something. I don't know. Some bullshit. I don't know what the fuck, man. But it's been so long, I can't keep it together anyway. The details, anyway. These little itty bitty details that you right in there reading shit and you know every damn little bullshit in there. To where you ain't been nowhere near them until you can speak all the shit that's already documented. Anybody could say because it's put out there, as if you've been right there and there's even more to tell. You know what I mean? Shit, come on. But I still had hope that these niggas went on, and then I also the biggest shift when it came to that. Now watch this. They first did their thing from poverty. They got money now. What y'all going? I don't know if I'm the only one that sensed this shit, or did anybody else. All of a sudden, what y'all gonna rap about now? Cause y'all got money. You can't keep talking about some heartache shit that you done said 1,000 damn ways already. What you gonna rap about now? What can you say? I mean, what you gonna, they figured to pull off this big beef between each other, and then that's where all that shit came in. Plus, in breaking news, Tupac, for this whatever records, wanting to know how they get this nigga stuff. All that, that was on that. Well, me personally, from my heart, and just knowing the genre of life, integrities and different shit. I really just hope, what it's all about, that at the end, the two niggas did walk away and it was entertainment. even if it was a lot of it was personal, it still ended up entertaining. Because let me tell you something, between before Biggie and them got on, Tupac and them got on, there was a thing once they set Run DMC and LL down for a little while, 'cause, you know, LL was a rapper, of course, but he wasn't. He was a crooner to the women. That's his thing, right? Then, you know, Run DMC and them, they're their thing, right? And then here we go with all the rest of that, which uh, was East Coast. Then you had Easy and them over there coming with their stuff, with NWA and all of that, right? But that was, yeah, that's where I'm coming. As you can see, these shifts where a lot of shit changed. And it got a lot of more shitty. So then now motherfuckers is worried about whose shit is real and whose shit is just studio. You see what I mean? And a lot of motherfuckers getting bumped up in that shit. Oh, you gonna go out and do some, you grimy, and then you gonna come in and rap about it. Oh, really? And then that's when the rest of them folks and then, you know, come in about using that as a way to solve different crimes that was going on. Because through the 80s, the mid 80s, and the going on past Tupac and them, because they buried the whole bullshit with Tupac and Christopher Wallace. Tupac Shakur and Christopher Wallace. They buried all that right with them. And you can't say nothing because they did. Check it, you pay attention, go back and do your research. They buried the whole shit with them, and now you left with who? Snoop Dogg. And that nigga tell you in a hurry he ain't going no fucking where, but you know it's over with when you get done. All that shit is over with. They buried the whole shit. Like buried show. They buried the whole shit with Tupac and them. That got hella scary. Yeah, son, you know, it was real grimy. You look on there, I don't know, it's a lot of documents, a lot of stuff they done took off that this internet and everything, and you go and look at different little stuff, man. Dude was like on the East Coast and everything. Dude, be like, you want to tell your side of it, man? You want to say what's going on? Shh, man, I don't even want to talk about it. It's grimy as fuck out here. And kept on moving. Then another dude, he's sitting there on the benches, man, with a goddamn cake of fucking money. Just it is big ass bundle of fucking money. This is what he did all in the day, and he wasn't done. It was in a few hours. Some kind of documentary I was watching, and it was on the cable TV. And he's like, this ain't nothing. You know, this ain't shit. This is just a little bitty cake just to show you. You know. So I'm gonna tell y'all, man. What you looking at in me and anybody that's 50-something years old plus, let me tell you something. To you youngins, forget it. It's over with. You missed out. And because some of that shit was just so grimy, you lucked out. It's a good thing because it'll be right back till you don't know if, however old you is right now, you lucky to make it to tomorrow. or later on at night, as active and moving and going around as you think you are. Now let me move on to something else, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put it to you like this: it's some projects that things only happen at night, and there's lights out. You dig what I'm saying? Things go on in the daytime, yeah, sure. But then there's other projects. This shit is round the clock. It don't never sleep. The shit don't never sleep. The ambulance comes, that motherfucker on the hour. And the helicopters. You don't hear that shit now. Everything's gonna come down to silence. Anywhere in any state, city, or whatever that had those noise reflecting walls, there ain't even no need for them now, is it? Because you would hear them wheels cutting down the highway. And that's what you hear all the time. Now, it ain't even no need for it. And airplanes coming and going. It seemed like the place was noisy. Now, all of a sudden, everything's calmed down. Especially with the COVID-19. Well, that's before this COVID-19, to get anybody to understand, as quiet as things been with the COVID-19, that's compared to what was going on to a person that paid attention to what's going on. It's how everything that went down. It was like that quiet compared. It's been that way for the past since the millennium. And so that's the reason why they let you have a little recreational and some. If you got Tourette's, you can have a little weed, or you can have a gummy bear or something, you know. But I'm gonna tell all of y'all, do not buy that bullshit out of the store. It looks good. Don't buy that shit to smoke, to inhale in your lungs. That shit will kill you. You just light it up and put it over in the ashtray and let it burn. It's an incense. It's got the different oils and shit. It'll kill you quicker than. Then what's that damn thing? That little machine everybody kept on. And all of a sudden, you don't hear too much about that no more. Vape. Worse than that. And I know I seen when it first came out, around about 2011, 2009, 2008. I seen a car, little white kids, man. They were just smoking. They self cheeching and chonging and carrying them. And they was in a certain neighborhood. Them little motherfuckers got sick as hell. One of them died. But they were smoking a bowl, and I mean they was just. And that was about as bad as smoking bunk, because from what I understand, you don't get high. You can't, ain't no way for you to get high off it. It just smells like it. Ain't no THC in the motherfucker. You'll just be puffing and smell like, damn, I ain't getting no higher. I'm just going through my experience. I know about some ditch weed too. This shit done. You be ready to get high, you the road. Boy, you going so fast, trying to roll that shit up because you want to light up. No, I'm just saying. I'm exaggerating, but you're smoking and you can keep on smoking. You say, well, maybe if I smoke a little bit more, you still, this motherfucker don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Didn't change your mood, didn't change your nothing. They had your expectations like, Yeah. The fuck? You trying to put some wine, whiskey, anything, then let it dry out. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Ain't nothing you can put on that shit to get no high. Like, damn, I waste the wine. Use some Mad Dog 2020 or something, trying to soak that shit. Like, man, and that ain't no good, bro. I would tell a story, but I have to use a name, and I don't want to use that name. But I'm gonna give you this scenario. So we down on 30th Street. Back in the day, it used to be a pool hall there. Across the street, it's all Walgreens and Salem's Baptist Church now, but though all that was projects. And Charles drew that little clinic right there. It was flat. It wasn't down in that hole where you come off the street, go down a little bit, and then turn. No, it turned and you going down the hill, then you turn in there on this flat. No, it wasn't none of that. All that shit was flat and level to the ground. And then the hill went back down the hill, back to the houses and stuff was all that. And the lot was there. It had a bunch of trees, little trees, round trees, huggable trees where you can hug them, a bunch of them in there. Anywho, right on that corner, it used to be a game room. You just be sitting along Thursday, let me go on, and you park in there like a saloon almost, because you didn't have that much room. You just pulled up in there, man, and you stopped. Sidewalk, then the street. Anyway, and then on the side of it, you come and you park. Like you turn the corner, and you're going along, and then you just park there. Then there was a house back behind it. That's a whole nother story, too. But it's all good. And anyway, so we on the side of the building shaking it up, right? Shaking it up. And me and my one other buddy, we had a sack of little bullshit. A big ass garbage bag full of it, right? So we on the side, but this other boy that was, he was just a little bit older than us. So he, yeah, I know what to do with this, man. Okay. And he tried to fast one with one of the niggas that he know. And nigga come back around. I mean, he sold him a fat ass, like, for instance, he had the real shit. Joy. Let him hit that. He was like, oh, hell yeah. Give me y'all. And back then, fuck, if you the right person, if you had $5, motherfucker give you a whole sandwich bag of this shit, man. Take this, you know what I mean? And but he had like two fingers, about two fingers in this sandwich bag across the sandwich bag, right? So roll it on up, man. Like a lid or whatever, man. So we back there, we shaking it up, Dude swear back, hey man, what kind of bullshit is this, man? And he had, he looking awkward like, oh man, what? No, that was real. He said, no, that was bullshit, man. Come on, that ain't no business, man. This me, man. No, this me. Don't do me like that, man. Come on, give my motherfucking money back, man. Here, don't do that, man. That's fucked up. Don't do me like that, man. Me and the other cat, my other partner, looked at each other and looked at him, and he was getting ready to get roughed the fuck up, and we like, well, you took the chance with the shit, man. And like, we didn't do that shit no more. Ain't do none of that shit no more. He almost got jacked up good. And he was a character that be around there all the fucking time. Let me see. Let me see. He lived, where did he live? Not even far from there. It was like, back in the day, them streets used to be a little bit more tighter. Let me see. If I'm not mistaken, lived in one of them houses, like if you was on Hamilton and you go to 30th, you turn back up one block, then take a right. You take a left and go head back north on 30th, one block. Then you take a right and go back east, and there was a house up on the corner, real nice house. But that's where he stayed. It wasn't his house, that's where he stayed. Some of them houses was really nicely built, you know. And anyway, that's the problem with the old Disney. So you might well take that shit, just burn it and throw it away or something, or just use it as the baggie, cause it ain't good for nothing else. It ain't no potency, ain't no nothing in it. And I can even go further than that with you. Being anybody being born in the '60s, right? All of us are hippie babies. Because there was a hell of hippies. I'm gonna tell you something right now. 50s and the 60s. Straight hippies babies in 70s. Yeah. You know. Yeah. I'm right at 50s and 70s, but really them 60s is a real motherfucking hippie. They used to have these shops all over the place, like on 40th and Dodge, 40th, 42nd, 40th and Dodge. Yeah. You stand on the corner and wait for this bus, right? But there was some buildings. It used to be, let's see, now what you see, I don't know if it's still right at this moment, but it was Popeyes, you know, chicken. But before then, wasn't none of that there. It was apartment building. And on the front street was this apartment building. When you walk in there, you look, it was like a thrift, you know, store. And they had all kinds of bongs and all kinds of this and that and little paraphernalias and shit that was anybody could buy, and it was not illegal. Because they were selling like hotcakes and people was buying it. Then looking there, they had all kind of books and stuff on how to grow and cure marijuana, and then they had other books talking about other euphorias dealing with different types of drugs, like pills and other kind of shit, like the intravenous use and all this other shit. And I guess, I don't know, I was around about 12 years old, and started catching the bus, going out to the crossroads and out to the West Roads, teenage, you know, 13, between that 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So when I got about 15 or so, they done yanked all that stuff down. Then, I don't know, around about the end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s, something, they tore that down because there was a Taco Bell over there on the corner. Right on the corner, across the street from all that. Then they built that Popeyes chicken. But let me tell y'all something. KFC was the shit. Then it got old. Then it was Godfather's Pizza, and that ended up because they changed it. It didn't just get old. I think Warren Buffett bought all that shit, and they took the original receipts, and you bought this motherfucker, but whatever chicken come out of it is on you. Whatever pizza come out of this motherfucker is on you. Okay, so they ended up. There was a Church's chicken. Now Church's chicken, I don't know. I'm not the only one that can. Man, Church's chicken was the kind of chicken down on 30th Street, I guess. I want to say Emmett. One of them damn streets, right? Is about 3 blocks. Yeah, about 3 blocks south of Ames Street, right? And it was right on the corner, right on the front street, right? Of 30th Street. And it's got Spalding Street and then this street, whatever that was. I can't remember. I guess Emmett or whatever. And all that. Well, cross street, if I'm not mistaken, it's Plastic Glass. I worked there before, too. Twice. Anyway, two different occasions. Anyway, you know, if you think I'm bullshitting, here I work for JT. JT, he be walking with that leg. He got, I guess it's both legs because I ain't never asked him, but I guess he had a prosthetic leg or something. But he was nice, but don't be late. Don't give him no excuse about none of that shit. Always hit that clock. That was his motto. Don't be late. You got this job. Don't ever be late. He tell you one damn time. Don't care what the excuse is. Get there. But anyway, across the street, and it was right next, was a poultry house. Right next to it on the corner used to be Church's Chicken. Now, hands down, Church's Chicken beat out, I don't care who Popeyes and any of them. Especially after KFC and right to there, if they kept the receipt to it. You could eat a whole damn family box of that chicken by yourself. You're like, damn, man, I don't feel this shit, man. You go back and go get another one to start feeling the effects of this motherfucking chicken. But that chicken was good, man. Do you know they took when banging and everything was going down? They took the damn radio station out. KBWH, that's why they call it the Miracle Station now. That's the last name it had because they took it when shootings and different things start going on. Then they start taking it's the music and take the music away from you. And then they shut down the radio station. Then, concerts rather. Then they closed Church's Chicken. They something about Coca-Cola wasn't it? Man. Said niggas acting fool because of the Coca-Cola. Niggas acting fool because of the damn chicken. Niggas acting fool because of the music. And every time something was shooting or anything like that going on, or they just fighting and rumbling and shit, man, at the concerts or somewhere, they took some of that away like, oh. And then they start complaining about, look, y'all got motherfuckers out there, all y'all do is go, all y'all talk about is some kid out there did something to the mailbox and like, that's all. No, them goddamn kids are just as funky and fucked up like anywhere else. They're doing a lot of shit they wasn't mentioning. So, man. So, when you get through, let me tell you, man. They took Church's Chicken out, and Church's Chicken ain't been Church's Chicken since. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm a witness to the Church's Chicken was the bomb. And then when they close it up, I don't care. That Church's Chicken, any other, it's like getting when you order something and you get that chicken, it's like ordering a box of fucking grease. Because you eat the damn chicken and that's what accumulates a bunch of grease. Then it goes in your stomach and you don't know whether it's going to go out that end or it's going to come back out the way you put it in there. I'm going to tell you right now, have your stomach doing some crazy shit. Have your stomach going crazy. Fighting, trying to get that shit. You don't know whether to puke, whether to throw, or take it, squatting, shit or what, man. For real. So today, Church Chicken ain't shit. And you know what's bad is what hurts is because it was the bomb and now it ain't even chicken. It's bullshit. Like, man, you might well close this motherfucker up because that's a poor representation of a church, of a fast joint that serve chicken. Straight up. I don't know, how long did I talk, y'all? Let me see, let me check, man. I ain't want to do too much. I just want to get on here and talk a little shiznit. Let her go. But I'll be back, man. You know I'm just rambling about anything and everything, man. You know, who don't do it sometime? Go ahead and do it. Let it go. Let it out. You know, you feel you want to fuck, then go ahead and go fuck if you want. Whatever turn you want to do it. You know, for real. Just like some of these social medias, no interruptions, no nothing. Go have it. Beat your feet. Hurry up, man. Shit. Whatever make you happy, cause again they try to put everything to a right now type of situation. So whatever, man. And no one, I ain't say nothing in particular. Nobody. I'm talking about any and everybody. Whatever it is, turn you on. Except for you ain't gotta go blast no fucking body and kill somebody. You ain't gotta go do something fucking stupid. I said, why don't you go get you a dick and stick it in your motherfucking throat? What the fuck I said. Matter of fact, here, you want some dick to put in your mouth? Put it in your mouth. Yeah. I happen to have some dick right here. You want some? Well, open your mouth then. Your closed mouth can't get fed. Yeah. You want some dick? Oh, y'all, man, I'm fixing to go, man. I'll be back, though. You know me. I'm that nigga, man. I'm that real motherfucking nigga, man. Shit. I'm Uncle Pie, ho, nigga. I'll see you. I'm Uncle Pie, ho, nigga. Wow. Look here. I'll be back. I got to go handle some business right now. Go take care of a little something. No. I gotta go take care of some business. I got working on this lawnmower, man. I should take y'all on that journey and show you what I'm doing. I got it broken down. What I got is a Briggs & Stratton 6.25 25 series. And the keyway, top of the keyway is all right. But on the bottom it's got a camshaft because it's got a cam because it's got exhaust and intake manifold on some bits. What's wrong with it is the piston inside the damn sleeve. I think one of the rings then came loose in the motherfucker, so when you turn it goes so far, but then then you turn it back the other way and it goes ka-choo, but it won't go no further. So I think what happened is there's a ring that's stuck in there some kind of way, and I gotta take the motherfucker out. I was thinking I got another motor, so, and wasn't nothing wrong with it. Now, let me tell you what's crazy about this shit. I cleaned this mother. Now this was about 2 years ago. I cleaned the damn engine up, right? Cleaned it up real good, and boy, pull the damn thing and it start up just like that. It didn't have no gas in it, right? So I put some gasoline in the damn thing, right? And I pulled it, and then it was something sparked, and the little gasoline that was there, it caught on fire. Then it went up to the little gas tank. And I'm thinking, damn, it ain't gonna take no time for me. Let me find something. All of a sudden, something that you need, because I didn't want to make the situation no worse. Not thinking, damn, get the water hose, but the water hose was way around on the other side. I'm like, oh shit. So by the time I finally controlled the situation, let it burn, and I got some dirt or something and threw it up there. When I looked, it had done burnt up the goddamn gas tank, burned up the fucking carburetor. You couldn't. You just had to put a whole new one on. I was like, so I had another lawnmower, and I just shoved that one out of the way, man. And I had that motherfucker when I turned it on, man. It was so sound. It didn't do all that shaking and shit. All it did, I pulled the string and sit there, hum, and you pull the, because it's a walking lawnmower where that motherfucker walk by itself. The wheels turn on it. It was blinked up, so I said, well, ain't no need of tearing it up. Let me just put it over there out of the way, and I'll get back to it, go get a carburetor, whatever else I need to put on the motherfucker. So I got another one. This one, they about the same damn thing, so I'm gonna take one, what I need off of one and put it on the other one. But then first, I'm trying to take a minute and think about what I want to do first. Do I want to take the head off and just, I'm quite sure that's just all it is. It's one of the damn rings came off. There's like 3 of them. Then came off the piston, and it's stuck inside the sleeve and won't let it go no further than that or something. Or I could just say, forgive it a rest, go back and fix that, clean up everything, and just have another motor. And then that's a reason to go buy another carburetor and shit and put on that one. But it'll be ready to go. So I might show y'all this later on, what I'm working on in this project I got popping. Because I got to have my lawnmower, my mowers, man. I got to have them, man. It's meditation. Fire that sucker up and you get behind it, man. You pull, you got them little handles. You pull that handle, man, and that sucker take off and start going. And all you got to do is get your fat ass behind it and just cut a pattern and cut whatever the fuck it is you gonna cut up, man. And it'll ride. It'll walk you to death. It'll walk you to death. I'm telling you, it'll walk until it run out of gas. It'll just keep right on. So, y'all remind me later on if I don't come in the next 4th, 3rd, or 5th video. What about the mob? Lime all, man. And I'm let you see what I'm working on. Till then, I'll be back, baby. It's your favorite nigga, man. It's your favorite nigga, man. It's your favorite nigga, man. I'll be back. I'll be back.